A gentle morning sunbeam warms the cozy cottage. Inside,
Her two tiny kittens, Pip and Mochi, stir from their woven basket. They stretch their little paws toward the light.
Full of playful energy, they tumble onto the rug. They bat at the sunbeam, their movements light and curious.
Mama Calico watches them with loving eyes. She sees their curiosity is growing, seeking a new kind of adventure today. A gentle idea forms in her mind. She rises gracefully and walks toward the bright blue cottage door. The kittens notice immediately. Their play pauses, and they trot after her, their little tails held high with interest. She leads them down the short stone path, toward the little green-doored workshop nestled among the herbs. At the workshop door, Mama pauses. She looks back at her kittens, her expression inviting and calm. Pip and Mochi sit patiently, their blue eyes wide. They wonder what adventure Mama has planned for them today. With a gentle push, the door opens. Inside, the workshop is filled with soft,
the kittens peek cautiously inside from the doorway. A world of soft textures and gentle colors awaits them.
Mama walks to the wooden table. There, a special basket holds safe, kitten-sized toys for pretend play. First, she carefully lifts a tiny wooden stethoscope from the basket. She holds it gently in her mouth. She turns to Pip, the brave ginger kitten. She places the stethoscope on the floor before him, one step at a time.
Thistles. Pip sniffs the curious object. Then, with a careful paw, he taps the wooden chest piece.
Mama shows him how. She puts her ear gently to the chest piece, demonstrating a listening pose with slow, patient movements.
Pip, eager to learn, copies her. He leans in, placing his own fluffy ear against the wood, pretending to listen very carefully.
Mochi watches shyly from near the door. Mama notices and gives him a gentle, encouraging nudge with her head. Soon, Mochi is receiving a checkup too. Pip, the pretend doctor, gently pats his brother's side with a soft paw. She carries it to Mochi, who is now sitting up. She places it before him, a symbol of courage and help. Mama demonstrates. She gently pushes her head into the helmet, wearing it for just a moment. It looks both brave and a little silly. Mochi's shyness melts away. He steps forward and dips his head, letting the soft helmet settle between his ears.
Now a brave firefighter, Mochi marches toward the workshop door. He peers outside, checking the cottage for any pretend smoke.
Meanwhile, Mama finds the last prop. It is a neat, blue cap, just the right size for a kitten who keeps the peace. Pip abandons his paw washing. He sniffs the cap, then picks it up playfully, tossing it a tiny bit into the air with his nose. Mama steps in with a soft paw. She steals the cap, then shows him how to wear it properly, with patience and care.
Pip understands. He dips his ginger head and pushes it into the cap. It sits a little crookedly, but he wears it with great pride.
Officer Pip begins his patrol. He walks with purpose back outside, down the stone path between the two buildings.
Firefighter Mochi sees him and joins the patrol. Together, they walk the path, their roles clear and their hearts brave.
A gentle breeze stirs. Pip's blue cap is lifted from his head and tumbles playfully along the path toward the cottage.
Firefighter Mochi sees the emergency. He springs into action, trotting quickly to where the cap has landed.
With careful paws, he stops the cap from rolling further. He nudges it securely against the base of a lavender plant.
Pip, the officer, arrives. He gives Mochi a grateful nudge, then picks up his cap once more with renewed care.
Watching this teamwork, Mama has another idea. She turns and goes back into the workshop, to the piles of soft cloth.
She selects a large, soft blanket of sky blue fleece. It is the perfect color for a calm.
Grasping it firmly, she carries the blanket outside. It drags softly behind her, a trail of cozy blue.
The kittens, seeing their mama with a new mission, abandon their patrol and follow the fascinating blue trail.
She leads them to a perfect sunny spot just outside the cottage door. The stones are warm and the light is golden. With gentle paws in her nose, she begins to spread the blanket out. She smooths it carefully, one section at a time.
The kittens want to help. They step onto the blanket, their little paws sinking into the softness, and pat at the wrinkles too.
Mama doesn't mind. She works around their playful paws, gently guiding a corner here, flattening a bump there. Slowly, the blanket becomes a perfect, smooth rectangle of blue. It is an island of softness in the sunny stone sea. For the final touch, Mama returns to the workshop. She brings back a small, fluffy white pillow for extra comfort. She places the pillow carefully in the center of the blue blanket. It is the perfect spot for a tired hero to rest their head. Their pretend PlayStation is complete, a soft base for all their important work, right outside their cozy home.
Dr. Pip is the first to use it. He guides Mochi to lie down on the pillow for a more comfortable checkup.
Pip listens to Mochi's heart.
Officer Pip, seeing this, does the same. He takes off his crooked blue cap and places it next to the red helmet.
Pip listens to Mochi's heart with an imaginary stethoscope, his expression serious and kind. Mochi purrs softly.
Mama finally joins them. She settles herself gracefully at the edge of the blanket, a calm, protective presence. The kittens, their pretend play winding down, instinctively move toward her warmth. Pip curls against her side.
Mochi finds his spot on her other side. He rests his head on her paw, his eyes growing heavy with drowsy contentment.
Mama tenderly licks the top of each kitten's head. Her rough, gentle tongue smooths their fur, a silent, well done. The afternoon sun begins to sink lower in the sky. The golden light turns warmer. Together, they form a perfect picture of peace. Mama and her two sleeping kittens. As the kittens sleep deeply, Mama carefully extricates herself. She does it slowly, so as not to wake them.
She picks up the red helmet and blue cap in her mouth. Their playtime is over for today, and she will put them away safely.
She carries them back down the path, through the golden light, to the quiet workshop. Inside, she places each prop back into its basket on the wooden table. They are ready for another day of imagination. She looks out the workshop window, across the garden. She can see her kittens, still sleeping, her work done. She returns to them. The path feels shorter now, familiar and loved.
She steps onto the soft blue blanket and circles once more. Then she settles down right where she was.
Even in their sleep, they sense her return. Pip lets out a tiny purr. Mochi shifts his paw to touch her leg.
The golden light deepens into a soft, rosy sunset.
The blue of their blanket now looks like a piece of the evening sky.
Mama looks at her sleeping babies.
Then, she too rests her head on her paws. Her eyes close, joining her family in quiet, dreamless sleep.
The three cats sleep soundly, a perfect triangle of love on their soft, blue pretend PlayStation.
The world is quiet and still around them, safe, loved, and together after a day full of gentle adventures.
And here, in this cozy corner of the world, Mama Cat